Happy Wednesday to one and all. By this time, you are all enjoying the fine weather and happiness in Nebraska, and I am on the East Coast in Providence, Rhode Island, enjoying some fresh as heck seafood, and I just can't help myself, but I am doggone happy to be eating that fresh seafood. You can hate me if you want, but it's kind of fun. So you're going to be doing a writer's workshop today. If you go to the classroom website, you can actually click on that WN number 2, or excuse me, Writer's Workshop number 2, and get that printed off. Or you should have picked it up in the Wednesday folder. So what we have here, obviously put the author's name. You need to find 3 brand new peer reviewers. By the end of these workshops, you will not have had the same people look at the same thing. So this is something where the sub does not need to actually go through and separate you into groups. You know who you had for workshop number 1. Find 3 new people, 2 to 3 new people for this. When you do this, you need to do it one at a time. I noticed on Writer's Workshop number 1, several of you were actually going through and doing each step together, but that's where it gets really confusing. So again, I want to make sure that you're doing this one person at a time. So pick one person to go first. Author, what you need to do is write out whatever truth you have, whatever writing structure and style you chose. And again, that should actually be on the draft right here. That's where you'll just write that in here. And then answer this question: does your creative nonfiction piece draw more from personal experience or things you observe? And if it's personal experience, that needs to be narrative. And if it's things that you observe, that needs to be essay, because again, that's the structure that's most effective at revealing truths based on that in the rubric. So make sure that you get that piece written down, as it is very important. After you've done that, author, don't read it yet, but explain to your group the overview or outline of your creative nonfiction piece. So go through the examples that you've chosen to include, be those personal, be those something from observations or from research that you've done. And then peer reviewers discuss with each other and the author, does the structure and style that the author chose best reveal the author's truth? Would the author do better to switch to narrative or essay? And then whatever the response is, this is where, author, you need to write something here. If you turn this in and this part is blank, you do not get full credit. And then answer this question: are you going to change your style for the structure, style or structure for draft 2? Why or why not? Actually answer this. Are you going to make the change, and why or why not? So use your peers to help you figure that out. And then the final step, author, you need to read the entire first draft out loud to your reviewers. I know that this feels awkward, but the truth of the matter is your brains are smart and they autocorrect mistakes that they find, but our ears are very dumb and we hear mistakes when we read out loud. So reviewers, as you're listening, what I want you to listen for are any mistakes based on the chosen style and structure. Author, any mistakes or suggestions based on that your group offers, write those below or on the back of the sheet. This should take you a good chunk of the period, and if you get done, there should be computers in the room that you can actually get started on making those changes. Best of luck on the Writer's Workshop, and then tomorrow you'll get a chance to write the second draft.